Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest edition of Blast Babbles.
Yeah, buddy.
I am your host, Joshua Rewind.
My name is Joe Nostalgia. Joshua got himself a new look today, man. New haircut,
My hair.
new camera.
I feel like 15 pounds lighter.
I know.
Now that the entire mop section from Walmart is off my head.
I haven't seen you with hair that short in probably a year. A while.
Dude, it's weird.
Should we have Quinn change the art and fucking change your
I'm wearing
hairstyle?
a hat anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, we are a podcast dedicated to all things nostalgic, retro, and vintage.
And hopefully along the way, we can unlock some memories for all of y'all.
How's your day going, buddy?
Slow, but surely. Slowly but surely. That's what people say. People say that?
Yes.
Do they?
Yes.
Okay. You humans are weird.
It looks. You can't be exposing that on freaking camera. It looks fucking great.
It's
outside.
about time that I do expose it.
It looks.
Isn't that
you
right,
know what?
Kermit?
What happened?
I said, isn't that right, Kermit?
You know, it's actually funny that you said humans and act like you're an alien, because I actually went down a rabbit hole this week that I hadn't gone down in a long time.
What?
I began to watch a bunch of UFO fucking sightings. Dude, and shit.
It's your story with the egg-shaped one blows my mind. I tell that to people all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should we tell it on this?
Fuck yeah, why not?
All right, I was walking, hand to God, on our friendship. May this podcast fail if I'm lying. I was with Austin. We were walking home. I think we went to get food or something. This is like 8th grade. No, this might have been 7th grade, actually. I don't fucking know. But we're walking down the street, clear as day. No fucking clouds. It's all blue. And we see this fucking thing in the sky. And it's not a fucking it's not a fucking kite or anything. It's going straight. It's too straight to be a fucking weather balloon, as they all say. It's going straight, and it's low enough to where you can clearly see the shape of it.
Yeah.
And it was an egg shape. And the part that freaked me out is that, I mean, dude, I was huge into UFOs as a kid, monsters, everything. I mean, Josh knows this. I was a fucking full-blown conspiracy theorist at 11.
Yeah. And
fucking every UFO documentary and thing I would watch, they would always explain what shapes have been people have said they've seen, which have been said. And there's a few shapes I always thought were bullshit. There's no way a fucking ship is that shape. One of them is the egg shape. Yeah. It's this egg-shaped object that flies and lands, and they come out of that. I always thought, how the fuck is that even possible? The fucking disc shapes and the saucers, those make more sense. The egg is nonsense. And I saw the egg shape.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, because every time I fucking tell that story, everybody always goes to, yeah, but you probably wanted to see it. It was probably in your head. No, because I saw the shape that I called bullshit for years.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Because everybody always says to me, oh, you saw it because you wanted to see it. It's like, no, you saw the only one that you never thought you would.
Yes, exactly. And
you're like, nah, the egg is bullshit. And then you see the egg one.
Yes. And even Austin was like, dude, what the fuck? Because again, it was low enough to where you can clearly see it. And it was going way too fast to be some sort of kite that got loose, any kind of anything. It was just going straight at a consistent speed. And we were just watching it for 10 minutes. And then eventually we went back to our conversation, and we were trying to watch it talk. And there was one point where it was just gone. And it was a clear day. So it's not like it was behind a cloud. It was a clear day, no clouds. And we just couldn't find it again. And it was gone.
Yeah, it was just gone.
And we were spooked.
You were watching.
Yeah, and we were spooked. And to this day,
dude, I love that.
Yeah,
fucking UFO stories are so great. I have mine. It's not
yours
as exciting.
Is nuts. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Tell yours.
Me and a few friends, we were laying in I had a trampoline at the time. It was a hot summer night.
I miss it.
Blackout. Fuck, dude. We're laying there, so we're all talking, shooting the shit, whatever. So in the sky, we see this one bright white light.
This was also blinking. This was also after I left, so I fucking missed out on all of this.
it went like fucking diagonal. Like it was just going slow, and we were like,
Yeah.
huh, that's fucking weird. We were just like, okay, it's probably just a plane, but it's not blinking like a plane would.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, whoosh, gone. And we were like, all right, because we had our fucking eyes on it, and we were like, okay, that's gone. That's fucking weird, whatever. So we kept talking, and in the spot where it disappeared, it came back, beat red, and we're like, and then it fucking zipped real quick in a circle, and then zoomed away, disappeared. And we were like, all right, so we all saw that, right?
Yeah. I remember
dude.
You called my house freaking out.
I was like, dude, I saw a UFO.
Joey.
You're never gonna fucking believe this.
I think that was before I saw my thing. I think we were like, that had to be 6th grade.
No, mine was 7th or 8th.
So it was fucking around the same time. Around the same time.
Yeah.
Because I saw it. It was fall of grade 7. It was like late fall, early winter because it was colder out. And you saw it during the fucking summer of that year.
Yep.
So they were probably like scoping out this part of the world, man.
I've told you my theory on aliens, right?
How we're like an ant farm or something?
No.
Or we're
us.
They're us?
They're us. So we're constantly, as species, we are constantly evolving, right?
Yes, sir.
So the whole thing is, we have the belief that time travel is a real thing. Fucking interdimensional travel, blah blah blah. Yeah, all of that. It's fucking real. I don't care how much the government wants to tell us otherwise. I don't. So my whole theory is, we look at history through textbooks and pages and pages and pages of words and this and that. Yeah. They have the technology to come back and observe us as history lessons instead of opening a book. So they come back in time to view us. Wow. And there are fucking, we're their deep ancestors. They're us from fucking hundreds and thousands of years in the future. Yeah. And the reason why I like that makes me even more believe that is, we call them Martians, like they're from the planet Mars. Yeah. Right. So how the movie Paul, his whole thing is he's in the government facility. They had him there for years, and everything that was
fucking love that movie.
Aliens, this and that was based around him. Who's to say that that's not a real thing, and why we have all of this extra fucking technology now? So my whole thing is, we captured one of them, and they fucking told us everything. And that's why we say they're little green men from Mars. There's no life on Mars yet. Where are we going right now? Where are we trying to build civilization? Mars. Where are we trying to find a fucking place to live? Mars. So we go to Mars, and that atmosphere and that planet's fucking whole shebang is going to change us in the evolutionary way. Like, we're going to fucking evolve. Yeah. Into those little green men with big fucking heads. They're us, dude. They're us, and they come back and they chill in the sky and don't do a fucking thing because it's just history class. They're in fucking school, dude.
I think I gotta go. I think I gotta
tell me like it sounds fucking crazy, but
no, it sounds fucking, it makes sense. It's like it's like their version of history class is just coming to see what happened. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck did these fucks do now? Like, what's happening? See. Let's go. Yeah, it's kind of like that episode of fucking Family Guy when Stewie's older self came back in time, and he's like, "Well, when we go on vacation, we don't go to different parts of the world. We go to different time periods." It's like how their vacation is going back in time. Their history class could be going back in time to see it. I don't know,
dude. That's how I feel about the whole alien thing. It's just,
oh my god.
There has to be a reason why all this propaganda is like, they're Martians, they're from the planet Mars, but then we have,
why are we so sure now, you know what I'm saying,
that there's no life on Mars? There never has been, and that's the reason behind that is it's just not yet. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So we are those little green men. We're just not there yet.
You know,
and that's not something that I fucking just read on the internet or saw in a movie. That literally popped up in my fucking head one day, and I was like, huh.
I gotta go. That fucking scared me. Thank you for tuning in to this week. That's nuts. Write that down. Save that.
Oh, it's saved. It's mental memory. Well, it's mental.
I would do a freaking voice memo or something just to make sure.
This is the voice memo.
This is the. Oh yeah, we're on mic right now.
This is the voice memo.
The fucking technology thing. Have I ever told you how it's a crazy coincidence that shortly after the Roswell crash, technology and shit had like a boost?
Absolutely, because we have them there.
We fucking right after the Roswell crash, fucking TVs became fucking mainstream. The army all of a sudden came out with the stealth bomber when we only had like warplanes, like the freaking Red Baron planes. And we go from that to the stealth bomber in like a matter of what, fucking 4 or 5 years. I feel like with that Roswell crash, they studied whatever the fuck they had and were like, yo, we can use this shit. So like, dude, again, I mean, we go from radios to old planes to this shit, and then after that, post that crash, shortly after, technology just we have computers and fucking TV, and it's a weird fucking. Dude.
It's weird. It's such a weird coincidence. That's like, it's not a fucking coincidence.
How do we look right now saying this? It's all connected, man. It's all real.
It's all connected. Us with our wire. Well, it's wired right now, but our fucking microphones and our fucking computers. Oh, you.
I just scared
you just blinded yourself.
They're watching us.
Okay, mine's not on. Imagine if mine was on too.
Yeah, dude, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I know I've had that conversation with you before, but yeah, it's a weird coincidence that shortly after that crash, technology evolved in ways that never thought possible. I mean, how do you go from the radio? How do you make? I don't know. I mean, the stealth bomber, the TV. I think the microwave was created like late 50s. I don't know.
Microwaves, such a fucking that's such a weird thing.
It shoots sonic waves into your food and makes it hot. How the fuck do you go from that? Like, how do you make that?
How do you who comes up with that shit?
Aliens.
Who's like, yes,
aliens.
Like,
dude, I used to be heavy into that shit. And you know what? Every UFO show I find got canceled like abruptly.
Yeah.
I used to watch fucking UFO Wars, fucking, and every time, and you know what? It was always shortly after they had like a crazy episode where they get like some army fucking informant or something, and he's telling all of a sudden, oh, the show's done, the freaking show's over. It's like what? It's like there's just way too it's way too coincidental.
Let's talk about how the government is now finally fucking admitting it.
During COVID, they just slipped classified documents. Oh, by the way, we have seen shit that we can't explain. Oh, you're finally admitting it. Like, what the?
Oh, yeah, you're showing me this video I saw fucking 12 years ago.
Back to your point. So we're going to Mars, and they're slowly telling us, look, shit's real. We don't know what's going on, and we're going to Mars at the same time.
Yeah.
They're preparing us for something.
Yep. Dude, people are going to step off the ship, in Mars, and they're going to be like,
oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Live long and prosper, dude.
For real, dude.
My forehead's already big enough to be an alien. Like,
oh, dude,
my head's already big enough.
Dude, space fucking scares me. I don't know.
Space as a concept does scare the shit out of me because it's like,
I just don't understand how people can live in the fucking space station and not have a panic attack like daily.
Oh, fucking dude. I want to try anti-gravity.
That's where for those who don't know, it's when a plane goes like to the edge of the atmosphere. Right? Or does it shoot down? I don't know how that works. Do they take the plane up to like the edge of the atmosphere? I saw that on Wild Boys where they were in a plane and they went like just high enough to where gravity began to give. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Fuck everything I just said. I'm probably not even right.
I have no clue.
I thought that's what you were fucking speaking
about. No,
like
they like just like in an anti-grav room where they're just like Like they have to have like training for that shit at like NASA or something, right?
They have those fucking G-force tests. Yeah, you
Fuck
ever
that.
see that shit?
Fuck that.
There's some things that people gotta be built for that. I can't.
People got to be built, and I am just not.
Like fucking knock on wood. If fucking there's ever a war so badly that they bring back a draft, I'm dude.
Oh, I've already told myself I'll snap my leg in 3 different places.
I'll fucking
I'll go through the pain. I'm not.
I'll fucking hop back
For
to Canada.
a
I'm a fucking
multitude,
Canadian citizen.
of reasons. A multitude of reasons I would never fight for this fucking country.
Well, let's not go down that road.
Hey.
Let's not make this episode of fucking. I'm just saying, I'm just not built for that. I'm just not.
I'm not. That's one reason I'm not built for it.
I'm not saying I would never fight for my country.
Well, I fucking hate this country.
I just want to read my comment, dude. Now we're gonna get spammed with comments. Oh, you fucking anti-American?
I am
What,
anti-American.
I'm not involved with that. I'm just saying I'd be too scared. Yeah, dude. I just want to read a comic, kick back. Plus, with my sciatic nerve issue, I'm fucking not running through trenches.
My sciatic nerve issue.
I'm in pain because of the position I'm at now, just sitting. You want me to run through trenches and shoot fucking the enemy? I'm not fucking doing that. You might as well put me out of my fucking misery now.
Like I said, man, they start a draft. I'm snapping my leg in 3 different places. I will literally
I think there's
put cleats on, plant my foot in the dirt, and just spin my whole body around. I don't fucking care.
Let's not talk about trying to dodge a draft. We can fucking get arrested for that.
Can we?
It's like actually a law that if you dodge a draft, you freaking start going to jail. No.
We're too busy fucking fighting over oil. There's no fucking.
I don't understand how we have so many alternatives to energy and fuel, and we're not doing it.
Of course not. We have electric cars.
Let's not have this conversation.
We have electric cars now, and we'd still rather
UFOs
poison the environment. Why? Because the fucking like gasoline and all that shit puts fucking money in the government's pocket.
We are a nostalgia podcast.
You're right.
You know, when 9/11 happened. All right, now.
Yeah.
All right.
Jet fuel
does it melt? There's a theory that people always say about that I hate. Let me just talk about this.
Do you think, real quick before you get into it, do you think 9/11 was staged? Because I don't.
I think our country knew about it, and they just did. Because dude, my mom was a flight attendant for like 10 years. And she said, Joe, one of the first things that they teach you when you become a flight attendant or a pilot is that if there's a hijacking and it's suspected that you're going through to like the White House or something, they have to shoot down your plane. They have to shoot down your plane to save more people. They have to kill the fuel on that plane to save more. So the fact that there's 4 or 5 known hijackings and not one plane was like intervened in any way, and they knew about these hijackings while they were happening, dude. There's that whole story about how fucking 2 fucking jets were like nearby and they were told to not intervene or something. There was just some whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
So my mom says, Joe, the fact that they didn't shoot down those planes like they're supposed to speaks volumes, because they're supposed. They have to do that.
That's fucking crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah, if it's suspected that the plane is heading towards some type of government building or government official, they have to shoot down that plane to save. You got to sacrifice a few to save more. So the fact that they didn't do that, my mom's like, that's the part that doesn't make sense.
No.
So like, I don't know.
What is that? What you were going to say?
Oh no. Fucking.
Or is there more to it?
No. The thing I was gonna say is I hate when people say, "Oh, the South Tower got hit like 45 minutes after the North Tower, but the South Tower fell first. They didn't time the fucking controlled fucking demolition." It's like, dude, the South Tower also got hit more near the fucking middle. It had more weight above it in that hole.
Yeah.
The North Tower got hit near the roof. That's not going to fall before the South Tower.
Yeah.
I just hate that theory. It's like, do you guys not understand weights and how shit works?
Yeah. Fucking
like the fucking North Tower got hit here and the South Tower got hit here. This is obviously
that's going down.
That's gonna fall first, and it didn't fall straight down. The South Tower fell into itself. It like broke, and then this turned and fell down. It didn't go straight down like everybody says. The North Tower did, but the South Tower fell into itself. It like you see it break, and it goes into itself.
Yeah.
We're a nostalgia podcast. This is a really crazy episode so far.
It's a conspiracy. Hey, we're having a conspiracy episode now.
I was crazy into. I mean, you remember. I was so crazy. I was into monsters.
Dude, I remember
UFOs.
sitting at your fucking computer in the
Our
living
Dell
room and
computer.
watching shit for hours.
Our desktop Dell computer using Windows fucking Vista or Windows 2. I don't know. Fucking
Windows XP.
Maybe. LimeWire downloading fucking viruses. And we're like, oh, you fucking know what else they do? And then we just look up some fucking more shit. I was heavy into monsters too, like Bigfoot, Loch Ness. I still believe to an extent. Loch Ness, I'm no longer really believing because that lake isn't that fucking big that they can't find anything.
Yeah, unless it's like underneath the ocean floor.
Or
like
Bigfoot, yeah, unless it has some sort of like deep cave that it hides. But the Bigfoot thing, have I told you how I truly believe Bigfoot's real? And here's why, all right?
Go ahead.
Bigfoot's been reported since before mass communication was fucking possible. Everybody always says, "Oh,
but you think in the day and age of super high quality cameras and phone cameras, somebody by now would have gotten a fucking good photo?"
Well, every time they do, everybody says it's fake. That's the thing. Even with UFOs, every time there's some video, oh, it's fake. Even if the video of a UFO is bad quality, oh, your camera's bad quality, that's fake. And then when the camera's good quality, oh, that's too good of quality, that's obviously fake. It's like nobody believes anything. I think nobody wants to really believe anything.
No.
If it's a good quality video, fake. If it's a bad quality video, it's fake. It's like you guys gotta fucking choose what you want here. I'm showing you a perfect picture. Oh, that's a guy in a suit. How do you know that? How do you know that's a guy in a suit? Were you there? But yes, but back to what I was saying. The main thing that people always say about Bigfoot, oh, it's a hoax that everybody's in on. Okay, so in the 1700s, 1800s, early 1900s, where there were no phones, there wasn't even Morse code. There's no long distance communication. And so if somebody reports it in Oregon and then somebody reports it in Georgia, how are they in on it? They're just coincidentally lying about the same thing.
Yeah, it makes no. They
can't talk
sense.
to each other. What did the guy write a letter and then the letter takes 9 months to get to Oregon and then all right, I'll fucking lie about it? No.
Yeah,
that's my whole thing. How are they in on it if they can't communicate? Mind you, I understand nowadays it's easy to be in on a hoax, but again, before Morse code, before phones, and even dude, a letter took 7 years to cross the country. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody got any fucking thing done back then. How the fuck did this dude?
I was thinking about that shit the other day. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna go visit my friend in California.
It took 30
I'll be
years.
back in 16 months.
It took 30, dude. Fucking Louis C.K. had a great joke about it. He's like, you guys always bitch about fucking first class and freaking being in coach. Do you understand back in the 1800s, people had to cross country on a horse? That took 30 years and half of your group died. Nowadays, you hop on a plane, you go from Boston to LA in like 5 hours. Like what? Like, dude,
spoiled ass people.
How did anybody get anything done? Like the fact that the Revolutionary War, for that to start, it meant America's gonna write a letter, send it by wooden ship to England, which, by the way, I would have never fucking left England. I'm not getting on a wood boat. You can suck my dick. I'm not doing dude.
Boats in general kind of.
Boats scare the shit out of me. Planes scare me.
That's how I am with planes.
I'm driving everywhere. So like I'm walking, like I can't do boats and planes. The ocean is too scary. The ocean is too fucking scary.
Planes, it's the way planes take off and land that scare the shit out of me.
Dude, and just plus like at a young age, I was exposed to Titanic, and I watched 9/11 on TV. I'm scared of both those things. I watched Jack Dawson freeze to death because Rose was too much of a selfish bitch to let him get on that door. All right, I'm done. They could have both fit on the door.
He could have fit.
Come back. Fuck up. I should have been on that door.
The fuck up. I should have been on that door. They should have alternated.
Dude, you don't got to tell me.
Yeah, but you know.
I love that movie, though.
Titanic's all right. Never finished it.
Mr. Fantastic from the 2005 Fantastic Four movies on it.
That much I remember.
I love that.
Ian Grufford.
That's his name?
Ian Grufford.
He sounds like an Englishman. I mean, he is, but yeah, fucking sounds like he is.
Definitely is. I've been wanting to revisit those movies.
Fantastic Four.
I love those. Not Fantastic though.
Fantastic.
That movie can fuck off. I truly believe that the world would be a better place. We would have world fucking peace by now. We wouldn't be in a pandemic this long if fucking Josh Trank didn't make Fantastic. It's all because of that fucking movie.
What'd you think of the actors though?
Horrible.
Michael B. Jordan.
The only good thing about
I thought did good.
The only good thing about that movie.
Miles Teller, I like him as an actor. I wasn't too crazy about his performance in the movie. I think the woman who played Sue Storm was bad.
Yeah, Kate Mara sucks. Kate Mara sucks, and fucking Miles Teller. There's just something about him. I would love to punch him in the face.
And whoever played Ben Grimm was very bad too.
Yeah, him and his huge ears.
This dude's like 5'5" and he's like 100 pounds. This is the guy that protected Reed Richards.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm the size of Ben Grimm. Cast me in the fucking movie. All right. I'm the size of Ben Grimm. I'll protect Reed Richards.
I just find it funny how the internet like threw a hissy fit because the Human Torch was black. And he ended up being the only good thing about that movie.
Dude, I didn't care at all. My whole thing was just they made her white, Sue Storm. Oh, she's adopted. It's like, all right, that's kind of a cop out though. I mean, if you're gonna make Johnny Storm black, make Sue Storm black.
Yeah, make
don't
everybody.
Like, oh, she's adopted. Oh,
yeah.
but we need a blonde hair, blue-eyed girl to be fucking Sue Storm. It's like, I mean,
no, you don't. Look at Jessica Alba.
That's my point. Jessica Alba. They gave her such clear contacts and fake blonde hair. I think they all crushed it in that, though. I freaking like all that.
Dude, everybody's perfect in the old Fantastic Four movies. I don't care. Michael Chiklis is the Thing. Perfect.
I always fucking lose his name. He's great.
Dude, I love like that. Though I
saw that opening
I love
day.
those movies so much. I remember going camping. With my family, and one of the dudes who was like staying in the camp next to us, was selling bootleg DVDs.
Oh my god!
And my parents were like, "Fantastic Four, sure." And I had Fantastic Four on bootleg.
I remember I saw it opening day, and Flagship for some reason they had merch on display.
Which is so weird to me.
It was in like a fucking glass case, and it was just, I mean, I guess because like, I mean, maybe they weren't sure if people were gonna go see this. I don't know. They were trying to like catch the eyes, but I remember they had the stretch Mr. Fantastic in that case, and I remember pointing to it and said, "Dad, I need that." And like the next day, we like went and got it at Kmart. At a Kmart, we fucking got it.
Kmart, wow.
Kmart.
Remember those?
There's one still, dude. There's one opened in either Hyannis or something, and it's closing soon, and I really want to go.
I would love to go.
They're closing, I think you said April. I'm not sure, but
they're already closed.
I was fucking gonna talk. Yeah, I don't know, but I was gonna talk to Lucas and see if he wanted to take the ride, because it is like, I mean, it's past Bourne, and that alone is like a fucking half-hour drive or something, like a 45-minute drive. I don't know. But I mean, it's the last Kmart in Massachusetts. I mean, we fucking have to go.
Dude, let's talk about like going places. Dude, Godzilla versus Kong is next week. And do you have any idea how unexcited I am?
Just because the fucking theater is gonna be like half empty and shit.
No, the theater's gonna be fucking full. I'm not excited for this movie.
Yeah,
because it seems like they're doing the same exact bullshit as the last one,
where they show the same fights over and over, and it's like, oh, those are the only fights,
and don't keep any fucking secrets. I saw a Chinese trailer this morning that full on shows Mechagodzilla.
Are you serious?
Full on, like me and you, we already fucking know because we see everything.
I mean, everybody already knew basically.
They show him in the first trailer. The fucking first monster you see in that first trailer is Mechagodzilla. In the Chinese trailer, they straight up show him turning on. And I'm like, okay, on one hand, you're showing us the same 3 fucking shots from the same 2 fucking fights.
Yeah.
When they're colliding on the boat, which we've seen for a year now. We have seen that shot since last May.
I'm so tired of those fucking shots, dude.
We get the same few shots while they're not keeping the one thing that should be kept secret, a secret. So that shows me that they have no faith in this movie.
You and I had this conversation like a week ago, how I hate that merch just blatantly exposes secrets that should have been revealed in the movie. Like, why is there a Mechagodzilla toy? You should have kept that under wraps until post movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
well, like I said, in terms of the toys for this, I don't think they could help it for the movie because the movie was supposed to be out in November.
True.
So they probably had the whole, because everything's on a fucking line, like on a timeline. Everything is set on dates to be put out. So the Godzilla versus Kong toys, like the regular toys that you see in the toy aisle, whatever, not the pops, those have been on shelves since last year. Those have been on the shelves since September, October, November of last year. Granted, they decided to hold the Mechagodzilla toy, which I saw like a year or 2 ago at a toy convention, because they were showing off, oh, here's the new Godzilla toys. And I was like, oh my God, that's a different Mechagodzilla. That looks more like the 2014 Godzilla that we're getting now. So great. He's probably going to be in the movie. And then boom, you see him in the trailer. And I'm like, oh, okay. So thanks for fucking not giving me a chance to find that out.
But it's like annoying.
All of these things that make merchandise and toys, they're set to be put out on a set schedule. So who knows?
So they fucking have
all of those Godzilla versus Kong pops are coming out now. But who's to say that Mechagodzilla pop wasn't supposed to come out now anyway, 4 months after the movie was supposed to be out?
I would like to fucking think that. But they also did the same thing with fucking Spider-Man. They showed fucking Shocker. Nobody knew he was gonna be in it.
But we also got an inaccurate to the movie Shocker.
I'm so pissed that they didn't use that suit, because that fucking suit looked nice. It looked like a good makeshift suit. And then we got knockoff Tom Hardy and fucking
I can't think of his name.
The fucking African American actor, which by the way, I love him. He's fucking great in a lot of things.
I think he's great in everything.
I don't know his name though. I wish he was the only Shocker. Like I wish he wanted to become Shocker. Like not, oh, he's gone, so now it's you. I kind of wish. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that kind of takes away from the character. Like, oh, this was put upon me now. It's like, what?
Also, I don't like how the name... Every episode, we're going to talk shit about Homecoming.
No, we're not. We're not.
Dude, how the name Shocker is given to him as a joke.
Yeah.
You call yourself the Shocker.
Shocker. Yeah, but Keaton killed that line, though.
Keaton. I don't want to talk about Michael Keaton. Shit makes me sad
Keaton
right now. Makes me sad right now.
Why? Hello, everybody. I want to take a moment to talk about Play Arcade.
Play Arcade? What's that?
It's a retro bar / arcade, buddy.
They sound awesome.
Well, we've been there like 5 times. More than that, actually. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. How could I ever forget such an awesome, fantastic place where the food is fantastic, the service is fantastic, the game selection is fantastic.
The Tetris tots are probably the best item.
Dude, the loaded Tetris tots. I get them every time I go. They are fantastic, dude.
For those who are confused, they're tater tots shaped like Tetris pieces.
Dude, they're amazing. I love that place.
It's a great place, man. They have all the classic games, dude. I'm talking Frogger, Donkey Kong, Mario, Guitar Hero,
Mortal Kombat.
Yes, everything.
Dance Revolution. 5 pinball machines, 4 pinball machines, 5 pinball machines.
I think they have 5. They have a Star Wars one, dude. Everything.
Dude, they're amazing. Great food, great drinks.
Adam's a great owner.
Where can we find them?
You can go to their website, ladies and gentlemen, at playarcadenb.com. You can also hit them up on Instagram, which is at playarcadenb. And you got to wear a mask. That's why I'm wearing this. You got to wear a mask to this place. You could also call them for more information at 774-202-7358. That's 774-202-7358.
Go to Play.
Go to Play.
Play.
Check it out. Hold on a second. Let me...
Go play at Play.
You know what I'm talking about? Come on now. All right, let's get back to the show.
All right. Because he might not be coming back in the Flash movie now because of COVID.
Oh, my God.
Like, he came out and was like, yeah, that's all up in the air now. And I'm like, oh, great. Because we can't fucking have nice things.
I fucking love his freaking Batman.
Personally, him and Affleck are the best Batman. After watching the Snyder Cut, dude, which I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say anything. I work with Cody, and I have not told him a single fucking thing because do you want to come over tomorrow and watch it with me and Cody?
Tomorrow's what, Wednesday?
Yes, because Cody's coming over to watch it. Bet. Because from somebody who I as much as I know it's not a good movie, I found some enjoyment in the theatrical cut.
Yeah.
I have not thought about the theatrical cut for Justice League since it came out in the theater. I have not stopped thinking about the Snyder Cut since it ended on Thursday.
Wow.
Dude, it is
it true that the aspect ratio is weird? How it's like a square?
Yep. Do you remember seeing the first trailer? How it had the black bars on the sides in the theater?
I think I haven't watched the trailer in a while.
That's how the whole movie is. He, from like a creative standpoint, he wanted it to be more boxed. And at first, I was like, okay, it's gonna aggravate me, but it's charming as fuck, and it works.
Really?
It works, and it didn't aggravate me at all.
I also heard that was because like it was supposed to work with IMAX or fucking some shit. It was for IMAX.
Yeah, it's full screen. It's like to get the whole fucking angle, and instead of that and cutting some off,
it's the full screen special edition DVD. No, I'm sorry.
Dude,
go on.
But it's fucking insane. And I know at some point, did I break down the math for the Snyder Cut for you?
I don't think so.
Okay. So it's a 4-hour movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 4-hour movie. The theatrical cut was an hour 55.
So Joss Whedon cut like 3.5 hours.
Dude, he cut everything. He was brought in to do reshoots, and he reshot the fucking whole movie. Changed plot points, changed everything. Dude, they said 10% of Snyder's footage made it into that theatrical cut. 10% of an hour 55.
Do him that
11 minutes.
They did him that dirty after his daughter killed herself.
After his daughter killed herself,
they ruined his movie. And then when the movie fails, they kind of like point the finger at him. Yeah, exactly.
They blamed him. And dude,
just like Sam Raimi when fucking Spider-Man failed. Oh, it's fucking his movie. We didn't do anything. It's like okay.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
But dude,
studios should keep their hands off of movies.
Like watching the Snyder Cut, I was able to pinpoint every single scene that Snyder shot. No, that he shot that made it into the theatrical cut, and it really is only like 7 or 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
How can people? How can you just do that? Like, how can you just change that much? Like
8 minutes out of a 4 fucking hour cut. Disgraceful.
A 4-hour movie is nuts, dude.
And like I said, I'm not gonna fucking spoil anything, but this movie set up. Did you see Aquaman?
No.
Okay, so this movie.
Do I have to
Aquaman's after
understand stuff? Okay.
Aquaman's after.
Right.
So this movie sets up Aquaman, the Ben Affleck Batman movie, fucking It sets up a Deathstroke movie. It sets up
Flash Thompson.
It sets up so many different movies. And it's crazy to me that like where it sets up Aquaman, like it mentions so-and-so character doing this. And so-and-so character doing this is what happens in the Aquaman movie. And I'm like, okay, this didn't even get mentioned in that first theatrical cut because Willem Dafoe is in Aquaman.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe's character was supposed to be in Justice League and they cut him out. Obviously, he's in the Snyder Cut. They give the fucking background to the Aquaman movie in his scene. And I'm like, why would they cut this?
Oh my God, man.
Like,
dude. How can people just do that? And
dude, he set up everything in that one movie. And they were just like,
nah.
Here's Zachary Levi doing the Fortnite dance for 2 seconds too long in Shazam. I like Shazam.
Shazam was great. I love that movie.
But I don't like the tonal shift that they fucking had. I love that the DC movies were fucking dark and grim because it gave everybody something to watch. You want lighthearted and funny? Go to Marvel.
I mean, you and I have talked about comics. I liked when DC was more campy and like more light.
Absolutely. So do I.
Shazam just gave me those vibes. It's like, oh, this is like an 80s fucking DC comic.
Shazam is one of those characters where a campy ass movie works. But my whole thing was I liked that the dark and grittiness of the DC movies gave it a different feel from the Marvel, because if I wanted to watch goofy ass Marvel movies, I'd watch goofy ass Marvel movies.
Yeah. Marvel movies became too reliant on dumb jokes and shit. It fucking got kind of annoying.
It became reliant on dumb jokes, but I can't use that as a fault because I've read plenty of comic books where they are goofy and funny.
Yes, of course. But you and I have talked about this. My whole thing is like in Endgame or something, after a heavy scene, then there's a dumb joke by fucking Chris fucking Pratt. It's like, dude, why are you saying a joke when, like, let us feel the weight of this scene. You don't gotta even us out with a joke.
Yeah. It's like, let us like mourn for a bit.
Like fucking, what was
that's
the scene? Sorry.
That's why I love when Tony Stark dies, you're sad for the rest of that movie.
They leave it. Which they should do that with more fucking scenes. Like, there was a certain scene that I talked to you about, a specific scene where I was like, they didn't have to make a joke there. I think we were talking about something and I was like, oh, they made a joke in a scene and it killed the whole mood. And then you were saying, yeah, but then they're setting you up to hurt even more. And I was like, no, they should just let you hurt throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
You don't gotta have sad scene joke to even you out and then sad scene. Let us feel that whole fucking thing.
Feel that.
Let us a movie can make you feel shit. You don't gotta fucking try and make us laugh.
Zack Snyder's Justice League will do just that to you, buddy.
And there you go. Somebody finally fucking did what I said they should do.
It's just to see, like, for years how the release the Snyder Cut movement was just such a fucking like joke.
It was annoying.
I was always on the side of them release it. I want to see it.
Yeah,
but
of course.
For a while I was just like,
come
enough,
on,
guys.
Dude. Yeah, like enough. They're fucking not gonna do it. And then they did it. And then they did it.
And it's fucking incredible.
Didn't they get like a billboard at San Diego fucking Comic-Con or something?
The release the Snyder Cut movement bought a billboard in Times Square, New York. They paid for a billboard to say, hey, you guys should put this fucking movie out.
By the way, a billboard alone is a billboard in Times Square.
Dude, and then the movement.
The
movement. After the shit fucking like got greenlight and they were like, yeah, we're gonna do this. They kept raising money. Do you realize how many thousands upon thousands of dollars that fucking movement has raised for suicide prevention awareness and all of that shit?
Amazing, man.
Amazing.
Which is amazing.
And
see, that's the side of the comic fandom that I like, because I think the comic fandom is an overall really toxic fucking.
I think every fandom is toxic.
Yeah,
every fandom has the toxic side and the fine side, but the toxic side is what gets more fucking light because people would rather pay attention to bullshit than fucking
drama
good
and shit. Yeah. Yeah.
That's why it's like, yes, the Snyder Cut movement, there were those toxic people that were there. And they were like, fuck you. You're fucking stupid for liking Marvel. Give me my movie. While the Marvel people were like, fuck you. You're going to fucking get the same movie again. Even though statistically it's impossible to get the same fucking movie. People just didn't want to fucking think for a minute.
Yeah.
Everybody is just so set in their own ways. It's like Coke and Pepsi, Star Trek and Star Wars, Marvel and DC. It's like, I'm a superhero fan.
Well, the freaking Coke and Pepsi is a fucking clear one.
Fuck you. My whole thing is I'm a superhero fan. That's what we all are. Why are we fighting?
Exactly.
We should be happy. Like look at last week. I don't know when this is going to air, but look at last week from when we're recording. Back to back, we got Snyder Cut and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Superhero fans were fucking living. And I didn't hear one fucking person say anything bad about the other. Everybody was just like, fuck yeah, we're getting more shit.
We're all thriving.
Which is how it should be.
Yeah.
And dude, like, and it fucking blows my mind. For years, everybody was just like, you people need to shut the fuck up about the Snyder Cut. It's going to be the same movie. You're going to fucking be let down. It doesn't even, the fact that people were saying it doesn't exist. And then Zack Snyder himself took a fucking photo of all of the film reels and was like, no, it's real and it's in my garage and I would like to do something with it. That guy got paid $0 for this. You know that, right?
No.
He did it for free. He did it for free.
And think of how much money
they're making.
WB's making.
And they're still coming out and saying, yeah, nope, that was just wrapping up his trilogy. We're not going to do anything with it. And
yeah, no.
You guys are shooting yourselves in the fucking foot. Get ready for 2-3 more years of restore the Snyderverse, because it needs to be. Everything they set up, if they really wanted to, if they wanted to have 2 separate fucking continuities, boom, you have this Flash movie coming out, and you could have your 2 separate continuities. You could separate the Snyderverse to one universe, and then do whatever the fuck you want to do with your shitty fucking movies afterwards.
But don't disregard one. You know what I'm saying?
No, if you want to have it a separate universe, continue all of the dark and gritty shit on HBO Max.
Well, yeah.
Keep all of that shit on HBO Max. Continue the Snyderverse there. Make the Snyderverse exclusive to the streaming service. And then everything else you want to do your Aquaman 2, your fucking Birds of Prey 2, you're the Suicide
Squad. Dude.
Birds of Prey was great.
I haven't seen. No, I'm just saying, like, they're paying attention to the wrong shit.
No, they are paying attention to the wrong shit. But if they want to pay attention to that, do both so both sides could be satisfied. Because we live in the day and age where we have these multiverses. So it's like, if you wanted to do both stories.
Allegedly, since they faked that out in freaking Far From Home. But anyways.
But yeah, well, we're getting Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah,
and the Flash, that's another thing the Snyder Cut fucking set up. The Flash movie. It sets up the Flash movie, and it shows us what we're going to get in that movie.
Wow.
I'm not going to tell you how or why or what happens,
all right,
but they set up everything, dude. And it blows my fucking mind that they took that Flash scene that was so powerful and so moving and just, did you see the theatrical cut?
I haven't.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get into the theatrical cut real quick. They took that powerful scene with the Flash and fucking changed it to him for some reason saving a random Russian family. This big, powerful character developing moment.
Dude.
They added this subplot of a Russian family that lives close by where Steppenwolf, the villain, is gearing up his army and doing. They just happen to live in the same town. So we keep cutting back and forth to them for whatever fucking reason here and there throughout the movie, just so the Flash can put them in the back of a truck and push them out of town.
You know, you kind of wonder how people get away with making these dumb choices. Like, how are these execs and movie fucking executives, like, how are they in their place when they make bad choices like this?
I want to know who looked at the theatrical cut and said, this is fine,
but we could do better.
Out. No, they looked at the theatrical cut. They looked at Justice League. They looked at Justice League and they fucking went, this is fine. I like this a lot more. Let's do it.
Who
And
is
then it
Joss
failed.
Whedon? Did he make the fucking first Avengers?
The first two. He's a piece of shit human being. Oh, he's a piece of shit too. There's a whole lot of controversy that's coming out of him. He's always been an asshole. I've always known him to be an asshole. I stopped liking him when I fucking, you know that I forget the YouTube channel name, but they did all of those fucking like the movies that almost got made and they were canceled, and he breaks them down and what was supposed to happen in them.
Cut Short.
Yes,
I love that.
Joss Whedon.
Channel.
Joss Whedon wrote a Wonder Woman movie where she wasn't even the fucking main character. It was Chris, you know Chris Pine's character, Steve Trevor?
Yeah.
It was his fucking movie. It was a Wonder Woman movie where he was the main character and everything was being told from his point of view. Who the fuck wants a Wonder Woman movie like that? Especially when it's her first fucking
it's her debut.
It's her fucking big screen debut, and we're just gonna make a movie where she's a background character. Who the fuck does that shit? And now all of the shit about the fucking, because like the guy who plays Cyborg, by the way,
Ray Fisher.
Cyborg fucking steals the Snyder Cut.
Oh, really?
Dude, he went from literally a non-existent character that was only in the theatrical cut because they shot the scenes and he was contracted to be in the movie. They make him such a general, non-consistent fucking character in the theatrical cut. And he is the heart and fucking soul of Snyder's version. He is, dude.
What the fuck, man?
There's one scene with him, like, and it's his like, I'm finding out what I can do scene. It fucking warms your heart and it makes you fucking almost cry because it's like, wow, this is what he can do and this is what he wants to do. And then in the theatrical version, he's just
fucking there to be there.
He's just there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you doing? But yeah, Joss Whedon fucking apparently because he was so bitter because nobody fucking liked Age of Ultron because it was such a fucking meh movie that I like more now. I like it more now because WandaVision makes you
I
like
fucking
it
dig
more.
it. Yeah. Or freaking you do you have like dip in your mouth or something?
I have a nicotine pouch in because I'm trying to quit smoking.
Yeah.
So I keep spitting
really
in the
why?
cup. I just don't
getting...
want to smoke cigarettes anymore. This is fucking gross.
I'm proud of
this shit is fucking nasty. I hate it. But yeah, what were we talking about? Yeah, Joss Whedon was so bitter because of that. Do you know what he was calling Gal Gadot on fucking set for Justice League?
What?
Natasha. He was like, "You're Natasha. You're just Natasha. Like you're Natasha. Act like Natasha."
Oh my God.
He was calling her fucking Black Widow, and I'm like, "Who are you?" Same guy that when he made Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That show.
Really?
Yes, that and Angel. So
Angel's good.
I forget whatever fucking female character it was in Buffy. I don't give a shit. But fucking, I guess during the show's run, the actress got pregnant. And he fucking scolded her, was like, how dare you get pregnant? How dare you get pregnant? You're ruining my show. You're going to ruin everything. Like, you're going to get rid of it, right?
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
oh, my
dude,
God.
Joss Whedon's a piece of fucking
dude.
shit. Piece of shit. And people will fucking praise him because he gave us mediocre vampire show and mediocre space show that didn't fucking go anywhere past the season. Joss Whedon sucks. Firefly. Joss Whedon sucks. Like, I love the first Avengers movie with all of my heart, but that's about as good as he's done with his entire career to me.
Dude, it really
personally,
dude, I'm so tired of hearing about terrible people being in a fucking powerful fucking spot.
Like look at everybody at Warner Brothers right now. Fuck that company. Fuck that company. Ray Fisher coming out and exposing them. And then last night they came out and they were just like, yeah, that's not true. And
isn't it a thing now where they don't want him to fucking be like back or something? Like they
already took him out of the Flash movie. They were like, no, if that's not a sign of guilt. They were like, he's still Cyborg, but we're gonna punish him by taking him out of a fucking movie. It's like, is he really still Cyborg? Or are you just fucking saying bullshit until you recast him in the multiverse movie?
I just fucking hope he knows that the fans fucking are gonna stand by him.
I'm all for fucking Ray Fisher, dude. Like I said,
he fucking, as I said, I haven't seen I haven't seen any version of the fucking Justice League, but in the trailers, I was like, he looks like he's gonna crush it.
Dude, like I never cared about him because the only thing I had ever saw him in was Justice League. And fucking I was like, okay, Cyborg's cool and all, but I don't have a reason to give a shit about him. And his acting ability, I haven't really seen it. And then the Snyder Cut comes out, and I'm like, wow, you're great. You're fucking great.
They freaking stole that shit from him, man.
Hey, they did steal that shit to him. And you know what blows my mind? You know how I was told you, like I was able to pinpoint every single Snyder shot that made it into the theatrical cut. Do you want to know what makes me even more angry about that? You know how they changed it to be more light toned like a Marvel movie because that's where the direction they wanted to go.
Yeah.
The Flash is the comedic relief character of that movie, as he should be. All of the Flash's scenes is what they kept in the theatrical cut because they didn't have to reshoot it to fucking add humor into it. They were like, okay, Zack Snyder, you're only good for these funny scenes that we're going to keep. And we're going to change everything else because everything needs to be.
All right.
It's like, what the fuck? Like, they literally looked at this dude and said, you're only good for these comedic scenes. And I'm like, no.
It makes no fucking sense, man.
It makes no fucking sense. And it makes me angry. Like, very angry. By the way, when you make the thumbnail, I want Ray Fisher's Cyborg right above me.
Absolutely.
I really do.
Absolutely.
Like, I fucking.
Well, why don't I put him in between us?
Yes.
So he could be the fucking star of it.
He could be the spotlight, absolutely, because he fucking deserves it. He stole that fucking movie, dude.
I fucking can't wait to see it.
It's crazy that he stole that movie and they stole that movie from him. And I'm like, you fucking motherfuckers! Like, how dare you? You
gotta fucking applaud that he risked his job to be like, no. These motherfuckers are not the kind-hearted people that you guys think.
He basically just fucking like risked his entire career. Like,
didn't fucking John Boyega do like the same thing? He like risked his job with Star Wars to expose like bullshit.
I forget if he like exposed shit. I remember him saying like I might not be employed tomorrow because he went to a Black Lives Matter protest. That's
why. All right, sorry.
And which even then, that's disgusting. It is our human fucking right to be able to protest.
Why would that even be a risk? Like, what the fuck? I might not be employed.
It is our human right to fucking protest. And for him to fucking stand up for his people and potentially lose his job, that really says a lot.
The fact that we're gonna fire you because you went to stand up for inequality, and she's like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
You went to stand up for yourself. You're fired.
Yeah, I swear to God, man.
But dude, he doesn't give a shit about his job at Disney or being in Star Wars anymore either, because that's a story for another time. They completely fucked him too. They fucked him too.
I know some parts of it. Dude, as I've said in every episode, I'm not the biggest fan of Star Wars, so I don't fucking really keep like track of all of that.
When they announced the new sequel trilogy, he was the first actor I want to say that they announced was going to be in it.
I remember
he was the very.
You were gassed up from the jump because you're a fan of
Attack the Block.
Yeah,
I love John Boyega. I was like, Moses is going to be in a Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. He's the very first character that you see in the very first teaser trailer too. And then you see him with the lightsaber and you're like, okay, he's going to be the fucking main Jedi.
And
awesome.
Then it's not.
And then he's not. And the main Jedi is just generic white bitch too. And it's like, she has no character at all. And everything that she can do, like she's just OP from the start. She doesn't get any training. She's just good at everything in a matter of 36 hours. And it's so infuriating. And his whole story in those movies is he was taken from his family as a small kid and brainwashed by the Empire to be a fucking stormtrooper. And then while they're like shooting down an entire village, he's like, I can't do this. This is horrible. That's the whole start of his thing. And then he gets the lightsaber.
Why wasn't that the main focus?
because
What the fuck? That sounds like a way. Just that sounds like a way fucking better movie. Making that like the main focus of the entire movie.
I don't want to go that far, but I genuinely feel like it's because he was black, and that's horrible for me to say. But it's like,
it's a fucking pattern that we've seen repeated constantly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like you and dude, on the poster, he's holding the lightsaber. In every trailer, holding the lightsaber. He holds the lightsaber twice, and the second time he gets fucking sliced up his spine and he's in a fucking coma.
I didn't know that. Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's like, and then after that, he is useless background character for the rest of the trilogy. And his only line is him screaming for the fucking white bitch number 2. Ray, 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 Ray. They fucked him. Man. They built him to be that top fucking actor, that top fucking Jedi. They in every marketing, and then he's just a nothing character after that first movie.
Do you think there's a cut of that film where it's more around him?
Nope, I don't. I genuinely don't.
Jesus Christ, man.
And it's
fucking,
like,
I'm tired of those kinds of stories, man.
I am too, and it's fucking horrible. Like. And then in the last movie, like I have vented so many times about the Rise of Skywalker. I'm not going to get into it, but that whole movie, he's trying to tell Rey something. I need to tell you something, but he keeps getting interrupted. By the way, they never get to it. It's a plot point that they forget, and he never gets to tell her it, even though they're together quite a bit during the movie, and he just never gets to tell her. And even by the end of the movie, when they've won and they're big celebrating, still doesn't tell her. And John Boyega came out and said like what he was going to tell her at some convention. He was going to tell her that he was force sensitive, meaning he can use the force. It's like, okay, asshole. If you're going to tell me that this character was force sensitive, meaning he could be a Jedi, why didn't you fucking do it from the first movie where you fucking advertised it as such? It's just everybody's mad that we didn't fucking do what everybody thought we were going to do. So now let's sort of kind of fix that for everybody. But at the same time, not really. And it's bullshit, dude. It's bullshit. They fucked him so hard. They fucked him so hard in that trilogy. And he like to the point where he's like, even if they ask me to come back, I'm saying no.
Yeah, but have any of his like castmates like fucking helped him out or something?
Beats me.
Like with the whole fucking cyborg thing with Ray Fisher. I haven't seen any of the cast members from Justice League like.
Oh, they all. I want to say they all have.
All right, good.
I want to say quite a few have.
Dude, if this fucking
I feel like a few have.
Dude, if fucking this if this podcast ever gets a huge following, I fucking don't care. I will fucking risk this whole thing to stand up to fucking that shit.
Dude, so would I, because it's not right.
I don't care if we have a million fucking fans. I will risk this whole thing. I'm tired of hearing those kinds of stories. I'm tired of that shit.
It's upsetting because it's like, dude, like
just
like,
the fact,
there's no difference.
Just the one thing that, I'm protesting, so I might get fired tomorrow. Why the fuck would you be fired?
Protesting because fucking black people are unjustly being murdered by the police. Like that's like, something that could get him fired.
Like imagine that. Like freaking you and I went to protest. Imagine the next day Ed called you like, "Hey Josh, saw you were protesting. Fucking don't freaking bother."
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Don't bother freaking coming into work. It's like, what the fuck?
Like the fact that that's even like a concern, even though it's.
Did freaking you go both times when me and fucking Lucas went? Or did you go
to protest? I went the one time and I was out for like 6 or 7 hours.
When we marched and my fucking back, dude, my back was still hurting. And we marched from New Bedford to Fairhaven. I'm sore, dude. I'm sore today, man.
I'm ready to go home.
We're at an hour here.
Oh yeah. We can wrap this one up.
And get on to the next.
Yeah, we're gonna record another one. But
why do you sound so upset about
it? Because I could keep fucking going with all of this. Honestly,
I know.
I could.
You actually were like the highlight of the last half of this,
dude. It's just like you need to come over tomorrow. You need to come over tomorrow, and you need to watch the Snyder Cut.
I'm fucking gonna watch the theatrical one later on, just so I can have a fucking point of reference to know how much has changed.
Oh, dude, honestly, do that because you'll be able to see like this scene. This is the scene that that they kept. Like, dude, they changed so much.
Hold on
like,
a second. A fucking headphone fell out. Sorry about that. I gotta fucking clean this off. Give me a fucking moment here. I'm not catching no fucking ear infection by putting in a dirty fucking headphone. It fell on the floor. All right. Sorry about that.
One more thing about the differences in the Snyder Cut that just make no sense before we wrap up. In Batman versus Superman, there was a deleted scene that made it into the Ultimate Edition, which is an extended cut. It shows Steppenwolf, the villain for Justice League. It shows how he was supposed to look, how he looks in the Snyder Cut, right?
Yeah.
This big fucking metallic, menacing looking motherfucker, right? And then in the theatrical cut, they change him to old looking guy with a ball sack for a chin. And it's like, what the fuck?
To fucking Thanos.
No.
They changed him with a ball sack chin and bald. Come on, that's some old dude.
I'm gonna
I've seen the I've seen the comparisons. It's just you freaking said ball chin, and I freaking thought Thanos.
Dude, and it's just like, how can you even like at least fucking keep him looking the way he was set up to fucking look?
It just the change makes no sense.
It's
what was your goal here? But what was the goal of it? You freaking know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what was your goal to change everything? What did you gain out of it?
Did they change Darkseid at all?
Darkseid's not even in the theatrical cut at all.
How do these people still have a job?
He wasn't in it at all, dude. They don't even really mention him as far as I remember. They don't, even though they are setting him up in Batman versus Superman. With that night, you saw Batman versus Superman. You remember the nightmare timeline?
Yeah,
you remember dude. This movie expands and explains the nightmare timeline even further, and they don't even mention the nightmare timeline.
Let's stop talking about it because I want to be surprised at some things.
Oh, you'll be surprised still. I'm not gonna tell you what happens in the nightmare timeline.
Yeah,
but it just explains it more and why the Flash came back in time. And Batman versus Superman to tell him that Lois Lane was the key and why he came back too soon and coming back too soon. Why it's just, there's just so much to it that the Snyder Cut just fucking, it wraps everything up. Everything matters to everything, dude.
Yeah.
Like, one more thing. Lois Lane, dude, is another non-existent thing in the theatrical cut where they only bring her in for one reason and one reason only.
That's the fucking that's to talk to Clark, right?
Yeah. To show up where he's beating the shit out of everybody, she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's just like, and then he becomes good again. But it's that goes down almost the same way in fucking the Snyder Cut. But she's actually in the entire fucking movie, beforehand, afterhand. She's in the entire thing. And it explains why she's the key, why the Flash is telling him that she's the key. And it gives you everything that you need to know about that timeline, and it makes you want more.
So they pretty much chopped out every buildup and just left the fucking outcome.
They chopped up everything and just put in what they wanted to.
I'm tired of people like this having jobs to make these things when they clearly don't know how.
Like character deaths that happen in the Snyder Cut where characters are fucking kept alive because we want to have this big shucky ducky moment at the end that lasts 2 seconds. I'll get into that when we watch it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you'll see it because if you're going to watch the theatrical cut today to watch it tomorrow, you'll see everything that I'm talking about. And you're going to be like, who the fuck said that this was okay? Like, who said that this was okay?
All right. Well, we forgot to wrap up here.
We should wrap up. Yes,
All right.
I have talked about the Snyder Cut too much for the last week.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the latest edition of Blast from the Past.
I am your host, Josh Rewind.
My name is Joe Nostalgia. I hope you all stay classic.
And I hope that we unlocked some. We didn't really unlock any memories this episode, did we?
Talked about conspiracies. We went from aliens to 9/11 to fucking.
If you think about it, this entire episode was still a conspiracy episode. We went from monster conspiracies to studio conspiracies.
So I think this isn't even really a Babbles. This is a conspiracy episode.
This is just two white dudes going fucking crazy on the microphone for an hour 20.
Yeah. Thank you all again. Stay classic.
Have a good one, everybody.
Your tagline again.
Oh, I said it.
You did?
Said it.
All
I
right.
said it.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I was like, we didn't really unlock any. Shut the fucking episode
Start
off.
over. We're done. Later,
We're recording
guys.
again.
Later.